YouTubes. Hi there, YouTube. We're playing some Xur today. This is my first time ever playing Xur on stream. This deck's been doing really well lately though, so I wanted to give it a spin, and chat wanted me to give it a spin as well, because it won our deck poll for today. Xur is really sweet. This card works so well with Overlords. You take the domain core that's become really impressive over these last couple months of Beanstalk, triggering off of Overlord of the Hauntwoods, Overlord of the Mistmoors, Floodpits, Sunfall, Leyline Binding. Then you get this late game of your Xurs come down on turn 5 on 5 mana or 7 mana, activate on your Overlords, and your Overlord of the Mistmoors becomes a 7/7 lifelink hexproof death touch. Really impressive. Similar for Hauntwoods or Floodpits, you attack, you get the trigger. You have such a big life swing. It's very impressive. You can even activate on your bindings. And then we're playing an Analyze the Pollen package, which is more of a recent addition, where when you're pitching your migrations and casting your Sunfalls, you're filling your yard. It means in the late game, your 4 Analyze the Pollens can become an Atraxa or more Xurs, which is really, really nice. Or a Beza if you're playing against mono red. This deck seems great. I'm excited to give it a spin. Yeah. This is fine. Probably. Certainly doesn't seem like a mulligan. Am I analyzing? I think so. And get a... Wait. I'm using it to explain for anyone who might not know. Alright, you do not have to shuffle twice because no relevant interactions have happened between the first... Nothing relevant has happened between the first shuffle and the second. And so you shuffling once is essentially shortcutting. But if you have a Panglacial Worm, then I will pull a judge on you because you're trying to play Battle of Wits at a paper tournament. Oh my god, Scooter. Shuffle, present, playing crack fetch. Losing my mind. I think the flip side is you can kind of go too far the other way as well. Where, like... I don't know. I do a lot of aggressive shortcutting in paper. I've definitely had games where I shortcut like 4 searches through my deck. And that's great in tournament Magic. And it's kind of rough in like... God. So many things. It's kind of rough in like F&M, you know? If you're playing F&M, maybe you don't need to shortcut that much. But yeah, a turn of weekend, shortcutting seems pretty good. Yeah, they are probably mapping out decisions. Yeah, they might also have been figuring it out as they went. But I also advocate against figuring it out as you go as well. If I'm playing a paper tournament, I'm planning out my entire turn in one go. I'm probably doing most of it in my opponent's turn. Oh, this is sick. This is so cool. I love it, opponent. Oh my god. That's so cool. The sack a miner and get it immediately back. Actually amazing. I really hope we don't get cut down here. That would suck. Okay, good news, chat. Yeah, it's how the Pokemon players do it. Pokemon players smart. God, every day I want to get into competitive Pokemon TCG, and every day I know I really shouldn't, because I already have Magic, and Pokemon is way less conducive to earning money. God, Pokemon TCG is so good. Two more cards out of the deck. I still just have no idea what cards are even meant to board out. If we can't analyze, we're down to like 28 last. Full videos for Pokemon on YouTube. I haven't actually watched much Pokemon content. I don't know. I've never got around to checking out what's out there. Maybe Get Lost. It gives the maps, and we have like these Smites coming in. Alright, this might be crazy. This might be incorrect. Pretty incorrect to cut it if they have Gix in that deck, I guess. Whatever. This is fine. This is fine. I think it's just we have so many anti-aggro cards on the board. Maybe we're just meant to like trim bits and pieces, trim one Beans, trim one Overlord. Make room. Okay, this seems fine. We've got the Smite. Hold open the turn one Smite in case they immediately get this Hex Mage online. Yeah, it's less valuable in those matchups. It's still just like the best card though. It's the reason to play these decks, but maybe you're right. Oh, wait. Yeah, it's so hard for you to ever cut a Beans ever. It's just kind of the reason to play these decks. And it's just so good. On that note. There's a BNR today, what happened? Gigantha got axed from the universe. My emotional support elk is gone. Legacy got fixed ? And Modern got fixed ! Magic for the monies, Pokemon for the funnies. That might be the play. Wow, I really did board out Get Losts against this Liliana, huh? I see. Unfortunate for me. See, everyone spends their whole turn in 3 mana killing a Beans. We played against Gruul and they spent a whole turn and 2 mana killing it. Like, it's great. The card's messed up. Never convinced me to take out a Beans. It's not happening. I might actually need this Swamp more than this Cavern. Conceivably. By no Pauper ban. Yeah, I have heard some complaints about the state of Pauper. A little bit surprised by that one. Oh. Was I meant to discard Sunfall for Analyze purposes? I feel very dead. I genuinely don't really know how I get back in this game right now. Other than drawing Leyline Binding next time. That would be a way. Can we just play through an ult? I would class myself as skeptical. I guess we're gonna find out. Got this. So we have 8 in yard. And then we get an Overlord of the Mistmoors. Do I play out my land? I guess I don't. That makes their alt piles better. It seems very unlikely they have a plus, but it's also conceivably better to hold it into a plus as well. 3 alt corpses is very strange. I don't understand playing out the corpses before ulting. Unless they're just not planning on ulting? No, they are planning on ulting? Okay. Could we not Zur and attack there? Oh, could we have? Yeah, you're right. Y'all are correct. I should have done that. 100%. That was absolutely the play. Yep. And then we could probably never lose. Instead, we're keeping the game interesting. Keeping it competitive. What on earth is the split? Okay. I guess this makes sense. I don't know. I feel very in this game. I'm gonna be honest. I feel much more in this game than I really should. Giving me both flyers is wrong. Yeah. Okay. My opponent ultimated Liliana in the next and made me sack 12, 13 mana worth of cards and then conceded the next turn. Skeptical about playing through Liliana. Nah, playing through Liliana's easy. Never close. No competition. Classic alt Lillian to concede. Liliana of the Veil continues to not be a real Magic card. News in at 11. Alright, chat. I think this one's not. Oh no. You believe? Love it. Half of chat wanted me to keep that 7. Honestly, I wanted to keep that 7. Hey Phil, good to see you. What do I think of the number 13.72? I have to look this up. What? I don't understand to what you are referring, Phil. Alas. Would have kept it in Otters, true. This is why Otters is the best deck. No other deck can compare. Maybe I meant to keep Day of Judgment over Leyline Binding. Have I ever cast this Leyline Binding? Day of Judgment could randomly win me the game. On my mulligan. You'd pick a different question, reasonable. I actually haven't had many ban list questions. People know me too much for playing standard. Most of the ban list questions have been intended exclusively as trolls. Classic immediately drawing Overlord of the Hauntwoods off the top. That's how you play Zer, everyone. Alright, no counterspell, please. They might also have a mastermind, but that would be fine. Oh, my opponent's lost the game. Mold 5. Draw Beans, Hauntwoods, win the game trivially. The classic, honestly. And ironically, this is how you play Zer. True. So true. What was the format? Was the PT I won in? All 3 PTs I've done well in have been standard. This is not a no, wait, that's a lie. One of them was half standard. But this is mostly not a coincidence. I'm really like mid at non-standard formats and kind of crush it in standard. I can't explain it. The Pro Tour I won was standard. It was Ravnica Allegiance standard. So I was playing mono blue, and it was like the Sultai, Hydroid Crisis, Esper Control, mono red format. Getting fluked. Oh, getting Ghost of Roted, sure. I could be responsible in Day of Judgment, or hear me out. Or some cards. You're on the edge of your seat for the final. Hell yeah. I was on the edge of the seat for the final. So, you know, relatable. Very relatable. Other formats don't allow Durdle piles to the same extent. All the decks I do well with are not Durdle piles. Wait, that's a lie. The Orzhov deck was like peak Durdle pile. I take it all back. That was a lie. Deception. Just like you, for real. Yeah, win a Mythic Championship with a £40 deck. Mono Blue being like arguably the best deck in that format was very wild. Cost actual nothing. Reminder that we mold to 5 this game. Needed a lot of different islands, true. I had a Euro island in that deck, which I think is now worth more than the rest of the deck combined. I'm like fairly confident that must just be worth more than like the entirety of Mono Blue. We'll be good at some point. I don't know. I feel like Day of Judgment seems pretty good. Kind of hard to imagine that it isn't. Don't reveal the cavern if we don't need to, I suppose. Mono Blue not the best deck for making friends, true. It's no Sunfall, but it will do. Imagine if it had also drawn us 2 cards, yeah. Imagine. Alright, get in there, Overlord. Get me that land. 3/7. Yeah, this deck is really crazy when it makes it to the late game, honestly. It is a little bit ridiculous. I say putting 15 power and toughness into play. Very normal. Gold Road. Acceptable. If I was to play a standard tournament deck right now, what deck would I play? Probably Gruul. I could talk myself into Dimir. I don't think I would play any deck other than that in a tournament right now. I mean, I would play the deck I am currently playing because it is the best deck in standard. Yes. The 4/4 has been obliterated. Dimir. Okay, this one I don't know how to board against. I assume Smite must be good, right? Probably. They don't play Bat anymore, which makes Smite a lot more appealing. It used to be. I assume Floodpits is heinous into Mastermind. I don't want to do much else. I could bring in Split Up. Fine. I don't know. Yeah, Smite smashes to me. Smite is quite good against them. Wish I had the 4th Mistmoors. Mistmoors really smash. Good lord. Alright, let's try it. Thanks for the answer. You are welcome. God, I hope I open Marsh Shadows nice and quickly in this new Pokemon set. I really want 2 Marsh Shadows. I don't know what other cards I want, but I need my Marsh Shadows. Surely I won't regret them. Yeah, sure. No beans. I don't know. I don't think we're ever allowed to mulligan this hand, but it's very mid. Certainly very mid. Cavern's nice against them. Wait, they're on bat? Oh my god. Opponent didn't get the floop date. This fucking deck. I swear to God. I swear. If I could do this every game, I would never play any other deck. Like, oh my lord. Every game beans off the top on turn 2 without fail. Actually incredible. Yeah, the beans. Gigantha got banned, but beans are still legal as a companion. No, my everywhere. Conspiracy mode. It's all the shuffler. Raise your pitchforks against the shuffler. Doesn't even shuffle. It just puts the beans on the top every game. I do kind of want to be holding open a Get Lost this turn. I guess I am just going to play the Beanstalk. Maybe this is questionable. Ooh. Well, now I get punished for how I tapped. That's fun. Okay. I'm feeling full of beans. Indeed, indeed. It's important for me. It takes out a beans and puts it on top. Alright, say go. Good luck, opponents. Powerful. Resolves. That might be the worst Withering Torment I've ever seen. It's certainly up there. Right, found a land. Don't have to analyze for one. Very nice. They've got analyzed to grab a Mistmoors, mayhaps. This matchup does not feel very competitive so far. I don't know. I guess I am just drawing beans every game though. Used use things a little bit. And Cavern. Oh no, my Overlord. How heartbreaking. Wherever will I find more Overlords? Seek a card named Up the Beanstalk. Alright, here's an idea for a card they should print. They should go back to the old companion wording. And it's 1 and a green. It's creature giant, I guess. No, giants don't go up the beanstalk. Humans go up the beanstalk. Creature, human, adventurer. Creature, Jack, thank you. Creature, human, Jack. When this creature enters the battlefield, draw a card. Whenever you cast a card with CMC 5 or greater, draw a card. You can only have cards with CMC 5 or greater in your deck. If you want this as a companion. Or cards named Up the Beanstalk. Those are legal as well. We will allow specifically Up the Beanstalk in addition. What are our thoughts on this excellent card design? Beans versus no Mastermind. Yeah, my opponent's been very bad at drawing Mastermind against me. Which is certainly not helping them. Well, there's a Spyglass. Sure. Resolves. Companion. Your starting deck can only contain non-land cards of mana value 5 or greater, or Up the Beanstalk. What's its power toughness? It's a 2/2. Because why shouldn't my ridiculous card advantage engine also be a Grizzly Bear? This sounds reasonable, honestly. I maybe could have considered putting a Cavern on at some point. I don't know. All roads feel like they decidedly lead to Rome right now. Indestructible too. Let's not go too far. Let's not go too far. Now you're just being silly. Frankly. Alright. Seems pretty good for me. Zara has not yet died. If it didn't, yeah, if they didn't have the Beanstalk exception, it would not be a very good card. I'm inclined to agree. That is why we put the Beanstalk exception on it. Yeah, there you go. I think you're probably right, Civ. Maybe you're not. Maybe it still does pretty great. I think you're probably right. Alright, 3-1 with Zer. Amazing, amazing. We are 7-1 on the day with our 2 decks.